Sorry about that. Had to clear my throat. All right. Well, ladies, gentlemen, engines of Sodor, and anyone else, I don't know what to say. We did it. We finally managed to create something a lot more original, in a sense. I personally first want to thank all of the I want to first thank all of the voice actors who did their part especially well. You all did extremely well, and I thank you all for your support in keeping this channel going and keeping that project up and running. If I'm being completely honest, I was actually planning to scrap it a long time ago. But I thought about it for a minute, and it dawned on me. We shouldn't just scrap a project because we don't think it's good enough. No. See, if I just scrapped it, what would be the whole purpose in telling people who want to be a YouTuber like me? Sometimes it takes a big breath and it just allows you to just continue with what you're doing, even if you don't think you can do it. I especially have, well, all of you to thank. If it wasn't for any of you, I don't even know where we'd be. And to that, thank you. I'm going to do this for a minute, only because this makes more sense to use. So, abracadabra. I'm hoping that worked. I feel like I should probably do like full screen. Is there a full screen? Yeah. Oh well. We'll leave it at that because I don't want to mess with anything. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. There it is. There it is. So, the big question is, what now? Well, this project was pretty big for all of us, and actually, wait. No, wait, no, that was better the first time. Okay, so what now? Well, for one, that's probably going to be it for movie making for a while, until we at least get to season 2 of New Life on Sodor. Speaking of New Life on Sodor, we are still working on the project. In fact, we're actually near the very end. We're on the part where we get to finally see Scourge the Hedgehog and Surge the whatever animal she is. I don't know names that well. And we're also going to see Henry with whistles and sneezes, I think. So be prepared for that. I'm hoping it'll probably be finished. So now this is going to be the part of the live stream. Okay, we got everything out the way. So now this is part of the live stream where we get to ask questions. Any questions you have about the movie, by all means, feel free. If anything, I probably should have asked maybe what is it? I probably should have asked Lady herself to come down here, but she's a bit busy at the moment, so she can't seem to make it. But that's okay. So, any questions you may have, feel free to ask. And while you're doing that, I will be right back. Okay, here I am. Sorry, I went to grab myself a gallon of water. And yes, I'm very serious. All right, so the movie. If we're talking about the movie for season 2 of A New Life on Sodor, we're basically just gonna do the Magic Railroad all over again, but adding the concept ideal of having Sonic and all of his friends help out on the railway. Don't worry though, there's a small joke that we plan to also have in the movie as well. So yeah, that's mostly it I can think of. Huh, tough crowd. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to put this up. That's better. Okay, there it goes. Let's see. Naveen the Wolf Dragon says this is the project. The project that we worked on is headcanon in the universe. Yes, this is technically headcanon in our universe. But if I'm being completely honest, Heartbreak and the magic behind the gold are actually from a different universe compared to what we have on the New Life on Sodor. Because for one, that's an era where Sonic and his friends never really met Thomas or any of the island of Sodor. Ultimate Theorist asks, what is the exact plan for Timothy in future projects? So Timothy just basically played out as a kind of like a backstory character. We probably will have something to do with Timothy, but until further notice, and unless I can get Kane Fan 701, yes, he voiced Timothy. If I can get Kane Fan 701 to come back to do Timothy, because he said he was probably going to do Timothy like the last time for this one, for this project, then I'll probably might have like he and Thomas have like have like a moment together of brotherly love or something. So if Kermit the Frog was a driver, Ooh, that is a trick question. See, I've always thought he'd either like blend in with like maybe Toby. Yeah, probably Toby. Maybe another engine. Who knows? Xavier's KNY Studios asks, will we ever see Bear? Yes, actually, we will see Bear. Because the new life on Sodor is actually what is it? The series of A New Life on Sodor is actually supposed to be in between both the Railway series and the famous TV series. Which means that we are gonna do stories like Enterprising Engines with Henry, Spamcam, and Bear. We are likely going to have maybe a scene with what is it? I had a character in mind, but I forgot. We might do something with Dudley. Probably not, because Dudley was more of a fan character. So, yeah, we don't know exactly what plans we're going to have for Dudley yet. Let's see. What do I think of Bill and Ben? Well, personally, and this is coming from me, this is not like me talking in the series. Personally, I always thought that Bill and Ben were kind of like the equivalents of Cuphead and Mugman, because they're both tricksters, and Bill is more of, I guess, the leader, it's hard to say, instead of Ben. And to be fair, like Ben would probably be the one person he's like, you know what? Let's just get out of like doing all these slate jobs. Let's go prank Boko or something. And Ben's just gonna be the one engine where he's like, I don't know, we probably shouldn't do that or something. So if the me in the new life on Sodor is the movie design, does that mean Amy, Tails, and Shadow are gonna have their movie designs too? Well, I'm thinking that over, and that's also depending on if the source filmmaker models have one for Amy and Shadow. But in all honesty, when we hit the Magic Railroad, that's actually when I'm going to swap out of my movie form and choose a newer model that I found. I have been trying to get either like someone who knows how to do like Blender, or maybe help me out with like modeling my own character, so that we can probably do like an SMG4 thing, how he does it, or something like that. So the canceled stories, I might have to see which of the Thomas and Friends stories are canceled and read through it, and we'll see where we go from there. If Tanjiro or Zenitsu were a driver, which engine would they drive? Ooh, that is tricky. Crap, I didn't think that through. Wait, someone refresh my memory. Is like Tanjiro like more is Tanjiro more like old-fashioned? Because if he is, I might have a plan. If Tanjiro is old-fashioned, I might partner him with Toby. And then we can just see where it is from there. As for, in case anyone's going to ask about Nezuko, because I have a funny freaking feeling that someone is going to ask, what about Nezuko? Will she be able to drive an engine on her own? No. No, she will not. In fact, I personally plan to have it the same with what is it? I plan to have like Nezuko and Tanjiro be a duo like Zelda and Link with Henry. So how did Lady and Timothy meet? Did you not watch the movie? Did you not just watch the audiobook? They met in Brighton. So yeah. I mean, Shadow is okay. He's not exactly like the brightest. He's not exactly the brightest of all the lamps, but he has his moments. And I'm not saying like he's not good at what he does. I just figure like he maybe learned to smile for a bit. There will be spoilers. I'm going to say this right now. There will be spoilers. So if any of you try to leak this, I will know. Okay? Okay. Two things. One, if you remember episode 1 of A New Life on Sodor, Knuckles actually says that he's living with Monica. Knuckles decides to actually move out and find a place with with Amy. So Shadow and Monica get together, they become boyfriend and girlfriend, and they get married. I don't know when, but they will. And here's the sugar on the cream. Shadow not only becomes a station master, becomes a lawyer. Because let's be real, when I say this, if not for every single person on the island of Sodor that's not a cartoon character, there's probably going to be a lot of hate towards those who are. And we will see when we meet Donald and Douglas that things get worse. So, yeah. It was. Yeah. I'll put this the nicest way possible. The last part where the narrator, me, says, but you already know what happens next, don't you? That was a calling card to Heartbreak. I mean, I haven't really seen what smoke looks like, so I'd probably just have to say Montague, only because, you know, Montague is a literal freaking dictator to the Diesels. So, yeah. If anything, we are likely to see maybe characters like Mitsuri, maybe Inosuke. Rengoku, unfortunately not, because to anyone who has not seen Demon Slayer, spoilers, Rengoku is dead. So it's probably just going to be like, you know, a calling card to him where if we just mention him. And you know what? I'm actually glad someone brought this up. I'm actually glad that someone brought this up because we are actually planning for Donald and Douglas. For Donald and Douglas, when we introduce Donald and Douglas, we are actually going to add the special coach. That is right. You heard me correctly. In the A New Life on Sodor, special coach will be canon, and we're not making it where it's just some tiny little branch line coach. No, we're doing it the right way. An additional coach in the behind Gordon's train or whoever takes it. As for this question, I don't really know how your Thomas and Lady are, so we might have to take a rain check on that. And if we paired Donald Duck with Donald, that wouldn't be funny. Plus, I don't want Mickey Mouse knocking on my door saying, "Haha, you're using us without our permission. We're going to sue you now. Haha." And believe me, I can't get sued for the voice either. You know, we were thinking about it. We were actually planning to make a sequel. Unfortunately, that sequel has to be canceled because I honestly don't have it within me, or I don't have like the actual strength to continue with the Heartbreak era. But I can tell you what it was about. The second story was going to be was going to be called Percy's Brave Movie. It was going to be similar to Piglet's Big Movie with a twist. So, the beginning was that Thomas and Lady, they're both doing well, and we meet Junior. Yes, we do meet Junior. You know what? Hang on, I'm actually going to do this. Ah, that is better. It's the first time I've done this. So where was I? Yes. We finally meet Junior from Shining Time Station. He says he's just there to just travel, see how everything's going. And we were originally going to have Alfred come in and just go, "Hey, Percy, how's the mail train going?" Then Diesel 10 passes by, and he's talking with Loki. He's talked about plans of trying to be free, but can't. So they had a plan to try and kill Thomas, since he's also technically the benefactor of the railway, of the Magic Railroad. And to get into farther detail, Thomas crashes into a train and falls under unconsciousness. I did have a friend who was gonna play Thomas's Thomas's guardian angel besides Lady. And it was going to be where if Thomas kept like self-doubting himself that he couldn't be able to save the railway, then his entire conscience would decay and start to crumble away. So think of the ending of Sonic.exe Nightmare Beginning. To where if Sonic.exe doesn't make it out of his corrupted mind fast enough, he dies. Loki betrays Diesel 10, and Loki ends up actually kidnapping Lady. There was going to be more to it, but the ending was just basically going to be where Percy does eventually stand up and saves Lady, and Thomas is going to come into picture too. So it's also going to be the ending of like Super Mario. Then, to pull that kind of guy move, we kind of were going to make it where Percy was dreaming the entire time, but, you know, it wasn't going to work out, so we just scrapped the whole project in general. Mr. Conductor was supposed to, but I couldn't think of making a gacha character for him in time, so whoops. And yes, actually, there was a calling card. Episode 2, New Beginnings from Painful Past, where Sir Top and Matt talks about the backstory of 98462 and 87546. Of how troublesome they were. I know this is your universe. How would you put Lady in the TV series without the magic elements? It's probably just going to be the same as we all see her, just minus the ability to use gold dust. Canonly, yes, Thomas and Lady are a couple in both Heartbreak and both in series. And as I said earlier, we're actually finishing up really soon. We just need a few more bits of animation from our crew, aka myself, and we will get this running in no time. So yeah, yes, she did. Emily, I'm going to say this right now. Emily did eventually find a new boyfriend after Heartbreak. And who it is so stupid, but it's so funny. You'd never expect it. It was, in fact, James. It was James. The half engine, believe it or not, is actually one of the most scariest stories. I joke you not. Like, even if I was to watch it like maybe a 4th or 5th time, I still get scared of the freaking story. Because you never expect it. You never expect to actually see the actual engine with half of their face. And it's so creepy. But like creepy in a good way. Like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, it's horrifyingly comical. That's the word I'm looking for. I just more feel like if the half engine was to end on a right matter, she probably would scare the crap out of the engines like Timothy did. Oh no, now that's something I'd want to see. Demon Timothy versus the half engine. Oh, I so want to now see that happen. Wait, which one's? Nope, that's TikTok. Which one is? Oh, that guy! I was always wondering, like, who he was. Oh, I spelled his name wrong. If anything, he probably might. But I still have to figure out what engine to put him with, or if he's going to be like a trainer or something. So plans, I think, for that character should be to where I want to say he gets partnered with Diesel, but nah, it wouldn't make sense. Would it? Probably not. What? There's a new update? Ah, oh, wait a minute. Is it like from Newgrounds? Because if it's from Newgrounds, I'm down to play that now. The blue engine. Okay, Spirit Fanboy, can you confirm to me, is it the one made by Tender Engines Incorporated? Because if that's the case, I've not watched it yet. Okay, episode 5, I'm going to say this right now. Episode 5 is actually going to be called... What did I call it again? Hang on, I forgot what it was now. Darn it. Okay, it's called Runaways, Whistles, and Sneezes. And you don't have to be a mathematician to know what stories Runaways, Whistles, and Sneezes are based on. Out of all of the Thomas fan villains, Dudley, Alfred, or 1020, which one is well written? Here's where it's weird, and I'm only saying this because when you say Alfred, I'm actually not thinking the original story of Alfred, where it was the Sodor Dark Times. No, I'm thinking Alfred from Thomas 1, Henry 2, what is it? Thomas 1, Edward 2, Henry 3. Because his story, it makes sense. Now, Dudley's is more because he wants a spot on the railway, but in order for that to happen, someone needs to be put out of the picture. And Dudley's is just more based on, what is it? Segregation. So it's basically just like Dudley's, it's basically like the whole, oh, we don't like the Diesels because we think that they're always up to something BS. "1020, on the other hand, 1020 is more based on sorry, I'm going through Facebook. 1020 is just more on revenge because of his past. And, you know, it's ironic. I was actually there like 5 minutes ago. Yeah, I was watching the, blah, 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 blah. I was just on there while watching the movie audiobook with you guys, because, you know, that's what I do sometimes. And watching it, I'm just like, they actually did it pretty well. And their content is actually pretty good. I've seen a few, I've read like all the stories. I think maybe originally, what was it? We were originally gonna have Henry like be blue, but it was kind of also gonna like take place of once a blue moon. We thought that over and we're like, nah, that's not really gonna work out because it just doesn't make sense. So instead, we just left it to, oh, Henry's gonna come back from 3 months. That's great. Thomas and the Realtors. I mean, if anything, probably not. I don't know, because, and this is just coming from me, the whole concept of using like modeled engines and then just modeling a certain face on an engine, it's, to me, that's just kind of a little disrespectful. Like when they did it to Tornado, they literally gave Tornado Murdoch's face. No, Arthur's face, sorry. And to me, I'm just looking at this and I'm just thinking, why? What's the whole point? I mean, when you did it to Scotsman, that was okay because, you know, it's Sodor. And originally, Flying Scotsman was supposed to be in an episode of Thomas and Friends, but there wasn't enough budgets. And I mean, yeah, people can do it, like people can add faces to their personas. But at least make the engine not just another Thomas the Tank. Just don't make your locomotive OC based off of always the E2. Like, make it to where you're able to just be creative with the engine. Like long ago, I actually created an engine long ago, and I named the engine Alice. Alice was actually a tender engine, like James, but her wheel configuration was similar to similar to James. She had pistons and side rods like Percy, and had the exact same color as Thomas. But instead of having it where it was completely James's body, I tried to make it where she was more similar to like a bigger engine, like Edward, or like somewhat like Edward and James combined, but have the tender of either Gordon or Henry, or both. I haven't really decided. I just kind of stopped after a while. I'm thinking about it, but the problem is, like, after I finish all of my, after I finish every episode, all the animations I've done, I delete them. And we did get a flashback of these two. Also episode 2. Just basically just, like, discussing about, you know, what happened to them, or like about the concept of wooden break blocks. You know what? Just looking through my entire, looking through my photos, I totally forgot Heartbreak reached up to like 1 million views. So thanks to that. And the diesel engines, the reason why they're always rude to steam engines, it's stupid, but it's kind of like a popularity contest. Like, picture this in your head. The diesels are always trying to prove that they are the future of technology in regards to engines. So they purposely try to belittle every single steam engine they can to make them feel small, so that at some point they mess up. And when they mess up, well, the next thing that happens is just that's pretty much it. They get scrapped. Down the Hill. Huh. You know, I've never really read the story of Down the Hill. I might need to look that up. Push me, pull you. Oh, the season 12. I mean, in all honesty, it was okay. I just kind of wish they didn't try to make it entirely where, oh, I want to take this train. No, I want to take this train. I know. Why don't we pull the train like a tug of war and see who wins? So, yeah. You know, in all honesty, I feel like Edward would probably be the only one that knows about Lady, but doesn't tell the other engines. So it wouldn't be surprising, like, if Edward was helping Lady try to escape or something. Season 1 is gonna get, like, probably maybe 11 episodes. Actually, let me double check something for a minute. Hold on. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so season 1 is going to get like maybe 10 episodes because we're going to do it like naturally. And then season 2 is going to get 11 episodes. I'm hoping. Anyway, basically for like season 2, we are going to have like a small clip of Diesel 10 just showing up out of nowhere, and it's just gonna be a calling card for the new Magic Road movie we'll be working on. Edward, I more personally see as like the father figure to every single engine on the island of Sodor. Like, if there's a problem that they have, they can go to Edward and ask, you know, hey, what do we do about this? And is there a possible way that I can do this better instead of doing it that way? And Edward can say, oh yeah, definitely. You just do this instead of that. And if you need any assistance at all, come find me. So yeah, Edward, I more want to say, is like the father of like all the engines. A little reminder to myself, and I should probably remind all of this to you guys too. Remember, kids, stay hydrated. Wait a minute. Bird Box. Why does that sound familiar? Wait, is Bird Box that one special? Is Bird Box that one Netflix special that had Jennifer Aniston in it, and they had to like cover their eyes from this weird monster, otherwise they kill themselves? Because if so, that's not really gonna last long. Because you have like all the engines of the island of Sodor. Like, what is it? You have all the engines of the island of Sodor just seeing this engine, and they purposely create themselves either like crash into stations, crash into like buffers. But the whole concept of fire, like what is it? Bird Box is what is it? The whole point of Bird Box, like if you see this demon, I guess, or this creature, whatever it is, you're supposed to kill yourself because you have no control of yourself. Like, how would that work for the engines of Sodor? Because they would crash into some buffers, but it wouldn't do anything. They would just be derailed. I mean, what is it? The Bird Box, the spirit is probably a hallucination, because the scene where the guy, he's like drawing every single picture of like this demon, and it's every different shape, every different form. It still doesn't mean that it can't kill you. And when it comes to engines of the island of Sodor, the worst they probably do is either crash into some buffers. The worst that could probably happen is like what happened with Alfred. Like, he crashed, like, what is it? He crashed and used some fuel tankers and boom, exploded on impact. But when do you rarely ever see fuel tankers being delivered nowadays? Sorry, this one caught me off guard. So, there actually is an anthropomorphic snake. But the problem is, it's two different, it's actually both. Because you have the, what is it? He's called the Mordred Hood, which I'm actually going to swap this out for a minute. Okay, here we are. So this would be Mordred Hood, and as you can see, he is a snake with legs. But then you have Lyric, who is a literal giant snake, but no legs, and he slithers. To which I ask, where is the point in that? And then we go back to this. So. And yes, Lady can technically fight against Diesel 10 now, I think. Yeah, she can. Sorry. Because we actually did plan to make this, and I actually have it set down as a pair of notes, so if I forget it, I'll just look back at it. Gold Dust can actually siphon Diesel 10's fuel and or power. So yeah, there you go. And you know, funny enough, I've seen all of them. All in order, mind you. Love them. I love each and every single one of them. The one thing I kind of wish, though, from the untold story of Timothy, where the driver goes, Percy, remember that story I told you long ago about that one engine that can't make it over the viaduct? Like, what is it? That one engine that just plunged into the gap, streaking like a lost soul? Yeah, I probably should have mentioned that that was a legend, not a story I made up. Personally, this is what I've been hearing, and this is what I've been looking on the Discord server. Yes, they have a Discord server. You want to find it, go to the Roblox game, and there's actually a Discord server you guys can join. Basically, what the next update might either be heading down towards Kildane. They did say that Hero might come later than expected. Diesel 10 has been confirmed that he will be joining the game too. And the Magic Railroad has been confirmed as well. So there you go, children. Okay, I just had to look on their Discord server again, and I'm actually going to show you guys this too. So, first things first, they are adding some more sightings. Oh look, you can see the Fat Controller. And look, you can see Alfie in the back too. And then they're also going to fix up the new UI. Whatever that stands for. I actually have no clue what it stands for, so. Okay, back to this. If anything, we're probably gonna have it a little bit different. We probably might do something a little bit different because with Percy Takes a Plunge, he does get sent to the works. But then that's when we might actually introduce Diesel. Speaking of, do any of you remember the story of Thomas and the Devious Diesel? It was like an old children's book long ago. Because if so, we might actually have it where we might actually have it to where after the whole incident with Percy Takes a Plunge, Percy's being sent for repairs, so they sent in Diesel. So we tended to think about it, it's like 4 times that we've encountered Diesel. Because we've got the incident where Diesel tries to frame Duck. And then we're going to have it where like Diesel causes mischief. And then Diesel causes the China Clay to be swept away to sea. And then Diesel acting like a self-centered jerk to Fergus. So yeah, we might do something like that. I'm going like in this through order, but they are actually going to add the Magic Railroad. Because here's where it gets crazy. I actually asked that question, like, are they going to add the Magic Railroad? Because they had just finished, they finished up to Abbey, and then they had like 3 different areas. The first thing I asked was, are they going to add the Magic Railroad? To which, I joke you not, one of the developers said, yes, we are adding the Magic Railroad. So, be surprised! Okay, back to this one. So, Donald and Douglas are actually going to have something a little bit different. Donald and Douglas are actually going to have their dark blue livery, but they choose to be black. Like, they choose to have, like, their paint color black. So, yeah. So, once again, Donald and Douglas, they show up in their dark blue livery from Scotland. They say that they don't have any numbers. And if they ask for their names, you know, that they just came up with their names. So the Fat Controller thinks, okay, you know what? We'll keep you both here, and then we'll figure out what to do with you, like who's going to be sent home. In the meantime, however, you need new liveries. What color would you like? They both go, black. All right. I don't know. I have like a funny feeling because I know Shadow will be there too. And he hears them just go black. He's probably like drinking his coffee or something. He goes like just spitting it out like, are you kidding me? I'm sorry, I just had to see your profile pic. That looks actually pretty cool. Or, okay, what sounds better? What sounds better? Blue livery to black to black livery, or blue livery to Northwestern Railway blue livery, then black livery? Because I feel like that would work. Because, like, what is it? It would be, they're in their Scottish blue livery, and the Fat Controller says, you know what? Okay, but we're going to paint both of you blue into Northwestern Railway colors. And then afterwards, when the deputation comes in, we can make it where it's like, you know what? We'll keep both of you, but we're going to have you in your black livery so you can be part of the Northwestern Railway. Which engine do you think would have an African American? Wait, are you trying to say like an engine that's black? What engine would have a black accent? That is hard to say. I mean, I'd probably see Harvey maybe, but then again, like in season 19, he had more of like a British accent. So if I had to be completely honest, I'd probably say it's either a mix between Harvey and or Murdoch and Arthur. Yeah, if Hero had a black accent, that wouldn't make sense. And if they ever brought in the logging locos like Bash, Dash, Ferdinand, I'm pretty sure for Bash, Dash, and Ferdinand, if given, they'd probably sound like rednecks. There was something else I was supposed to say. What was it? Oh, right. Okay, so, yeah, there's one thing I forgot to mention. So, Fruit Punch Man 15, he voiced Percy in episode 4. He's going to voice Percy in episode 5, but unfortunately, I have to say this now. Fruit Punch Man 15 is stepping down from Percy after we finish episode 5. For reasons I cannot exactly explain, only because of due to personal reasons, he is stepping down as the voice of Percy. So the new voice actor of Percy is going to be Purple Hoodie. Purple Hoodie Zero. Again, when it comes to Percy having autism, though it is technically my series, I would like the voice actor himself to confirm if he wants Percy to be autistic or not. Because I've already confirmed Thomas is. Henry, I'm confirming now, has OCD. Like, Henry, I'm confirming he has, like, OCD only when it comes to, like, his forests. James will probably have OCD too, only because of, what is it? I feel like James would have OCD too, but like probably because of his paintwork or something. So yeah. Oh, cool. I didn't know Mr. Jolly's Chocolate Factory was going to be in it. Oh, and I'm confirming this now. For like any Christmas shows that we do have, for like any Christmas episodes that we do have, we are going to be using Sodor Online for them. Unless, of course, we can like get to December where they always do the Christmas updates for the Blue Trains with Friends and see where it goes from there. But if we can't, then we are going to use Sodor Online. And no, it's not. And no, we're not going to like constantly use it all the time. Or we probably might, but don't think of it as us reusing Speedy Skips' stuff. I personally am disgusted by what Speedy Skips has done in his past. I personally think, he should have remained canceled, but I don't know if he's apologized for it either, but if he does, I will literally put all of my beef aside with him. So again, we're just using Sodor Online for all of his we're using Sodor Online only for all of our Christmas episodes or anything involving winter, which you will see in episode 5. But that's as far as we go. And funny you mentioned that when it comes to like all the horror stories, I've watched all of them. I've watched all the stories with the narrow gauge and 22 Tesla. Does that say Tesla? Tesla, yeah. That narrow gauge and 22 Tesla have made. And in all honesty, all of the Thomas and Friends rewrites were actually going to be A New Life on Sodor series. But because I didn't want it to just be where we just remade the episodes, I figured we do something better. So that's why we did the A New Life on Sodor. Because I wanted to also tell the story of my life, too. Let me see. So I did mention that Kildane is gonna be in the game, so I don't really know. The one that disturbed me, it's either a mix of the Kildane experiment and or Kildane experiment or something involving Great Waterton. So, the reason why the engines would need drivers, think of it like this. Who remembers Pinocchio, right? Right? Stay with me. Pinocchio had a conscience. It was Jiminy Cricket. So, boom, there's your answer. And weird enough, A New Life on Sodor is actually inspired by the Railways of Crotunia. But instead of having it where like everyone has like their own days, their own stuff, where it's literally just one big nation across the entire UK or like their own world, The New Life on Sodor is actually still based on the island of Sodor, and it also just basically helps out those it helps create jobs for those who need them. And yes, I see you, Bandit Productions. Don't think I don't see you. Are the Sodor characters that had out of character spotlight episodes of Legend? Wait, is it characters like Old Bailey? Because if so, we're keeping characters like him. I'll say this though, the one episode with Thomas and the Squeak, instead of having it be Alicia Body, because let's face it, no one can match Alicia Body. We are instead gonna have it where it's Hatsune Miku. Why not? Everybody loves Miku. So yeah. And yes, I have heard of the music. It is pretty good. You know what? Now you got me thinking something. You got me thinking of something for Halloween. You got me thinking of something. How dare you? And I love it! Will Emily stick to her? I mean, probably. Like, she probably might go back to her motherly figure. Don't worry, I know you meant Emily too. But I will say this. Okay? Stay with me. What's it called? The episode of Emily's New Coaches for Season 7. I am confirming this now. That Android 18 and I will be actually getting a divorce. And Princess Bubblegum is okay. I just think she's more of... What's the word I'm thinking of? A nuisance. Yeah, there you go. A nuisance. And don't worry. We are getting that. We're getting that. And as for this, well, I'm going to go back to this answer. We probably might do something involving Freddy Fazbear. I don't know. We probably might. And I hope to Lady they don't. I hope to Lady that they don't add Misty Island. Because I'm only going to say this right now. And I want everyone to say it with me, okay? So on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Misty Island sucks ass. I'm going to say that again, okay? Misty Island sucks ass. Okay. I guess it was because, what was it? The reason why Princess Bubblegum, she's always been made a nuisance only because of, like, she played with Finn's heart, like, so many times. And the one time where he's with, what is it, Fire Princess? Yeah, the one time he was with Fire Princess, she got so jealous because she didn't want the fact that Finn was dating a Fire Princess. And even at the end of that episode, she confesses her feelings to Finn, and he even goes, "Are you kidding me? Now you liked me. I liked you, but you didn't like me back. And I'm not letting you fucking put me down again." All right. Calm down, Percy. Proteus Christ on a stick. For the love of Lady. Yeah, and you would think that. But the problem is, she is a princess. You can't legally do anything to a princess. She's royalty, and they don't have a spare royal. If that makes sense. What was I doing? Probably. Oh, right. Ladies and gentlemen of the railway, he's here. You know him. You love him. He voiced Rusty. Please help me welcome the Purple Man.
Hello.
Glad to have you here.
It is I. Hello.
So, in all honesty, what did you think of the audiobook? Please tell me you liked it, because in all honesty, I just worked for like 4 years.
I was busy babysitting. I only heard like a little bit of it.
I'll take it.
It sounded good, and I skimmed through it. But I was like, the same screenshot that's on screen right now was on screen when I joined.
It's also our cover. I couldn't think of anything else. It's not Barney. I just said purple, dude, because it's Purple Hoodie.
Bruh, I'm not Barney the dinosaur. I was forced to watch Barney the dinosaur earlier because I had to babysit.
Speaking of, dude, have you heard what Mattel has done?
Yes, and I've seen it, and now I want to rip my eyes out.
First, it was Fireman Sam. Then it was Bob the Builder. Then Postman Pat. And then Thomas. And now Barney.
And then, bro, if they ruined Postman... Oh, wait, no, Postman Pat's already been ruined.
Yeah, at this point, Postman Pat was way ruined.
Yeah, with a fucking, like, robot movie where, like, there's a robot Postman Pat doing the fucking dance, like... Oh, that is my famous quote, correct.
I can't obey the speed limit obeys me.
Oh wait,
shit.
no, it isn't. You got the quote wrong. It's I don't know. No, you got the quote completely wrong. It's I don't obey the speed limit. The speed limit obeys me. Ha 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 ha. Oh bollocks, not oh shit. It's oh bollocks. I would never be so American.
Which is ironic because I am American.
Lol. Oh my god, why is this guy keep... I hate it when people like copy paste the same thing in chat. Says the guy who was screaming let me in, let me in, let me in, let me in earlier.
Honestly, I don't know. I haven't really thought of that. I don't want to get sued by anyone.
Imagine if Mattel started doing that, where people who use Thomas characters in their videos get fucking sued.
Yeah, believe it or not, what is it? You know the what is it? I once did a redub of Thomas and Gordon a long time ago.
Oh my god, wait. Bro,
Mattel
do you know, like, you know what I don't understand? YouTubers who do redubs, they don't get copyright strikes. I did a fucking redub of Rustina Boulder once, and it was fucking hilarious, but it got taken down so fast.
Tell me about it.
I flipped the video and everything. It didn't work.
I know.
So, wait, is it public information yet?
Is what public information?
I'll put it in the chat just in case so I don't spoil it.
All right. Oh yeah, it's already been confirmed. We are remastering Heartbreak.
Yay! Do we tell them who's going to be voicing Percy in that?
I've already told them it's you.
Yay!
There's actually a question someone had in here, and I wanted you to answer it specifically, if I can find it.
What is it? I'm scrolling up.
Where is it?
You know what I find funny? I recognize some of the people in chat from like my live streams, so I'm just imagining them being like, "Oh fuck, it's this guy again." They're just like, "Oh fuck, it's this guy."
I feel like if I can't find it, I'll just probably tell you. Oh wait, here it is. Okay, so someone asked this question earlier, and I wanted you to answer it because you are technically the voice of Percy.
Okay, what question? Oh, it's on the screen. Is Percy confirmed to have autism? No, I don't know, but I do like to say Percy has hippomonostronophobia, the fear of long words. That's just a random headcanon of mine. Percy has hippomonostronophobia, the fear of long words.
Yeah, someone asked me that earlier because I said in a live stream. I have confirmed it. Thomas is actually autistic.
I remember in my old videos, Thomas had anger issues, and he would like.
I mean, yeah, probably.
Like in one of the episodes, you can see him get so angry, and he yells at the passengers. Bro, I can't wait to yell. Bro, I can't wait to do the scene where Percy gets mad at Emily, and he just like flips out, and he's like, "Fuck you! You broke Thomas's heart. Fuck you."
Oh hell, I would fucking.
I'm going to slay that scene. I'm gonna make Percy like actual mad.
I know you will.
He's like, "Fuck you!" Can we add lines? Can we ad lib?
Knock yourself out, man.
Just fucking. Oh wait. Oh my god, my sister is asleep in the other room. She just messaged me. Shut up. Okay, I need to be quiet.
Oh, wrong one.
I need to be a lot more quiet in how or my parents and my sister will be mad.
Oh, I know. I mean, if anything, I'm just waiting until I hit like the 2 hour.
Wait, does this mean I'll be enough? Wait, will Paul's vids be returning?
Yes, I'm definitely having him come back.
What if he says no?
Then I'll ask the next person I could think of.
I know a few good people.
Ooh, interesting. If anything, I will admit to this. some of the cast of the New Life on Sodor, they're probably going to retake their roles. So, like, James is going to retake his role. Henry, I might either have him Oval Frankie. If he can't do it, then I'll get Skylar not to do it. So yeah, we're gonna have like a lot of roles to like fill in.
All right. No, look, bro, my sister's texting me saying like, bro, can't shut the hell up. I can hear you from all the way in here.
Seriously?
Because in the UK, it's like midnight right now.
Oh damn.
Sonic, have you ever had Victor Tanzil on a project?
No, not once. But you know what? I was waiting for someone to answer this question. Ask this question. No, he's not coming back.
What happened?
Basically, Vickerstown production, he was the original voice actor of James in the series.
Oh, what is it with James voice actors and fucking being controversial? I fired my one and like blocked him and shit because he drew porn of underage characters and he was just a general toxic person.
Oh no, he left due to like personal reasons. He just said like he needed to focus more on his personal life, and I said that's fine, man. That's fine.
Oh, I thought. Oh.
No, I never.
I just instantly assumed he was controversial.
Oh no, he left for personal reasons, and I didn't have a problem with it.
Like my first ever Gordon voice actor who said, I only signed on for the movie, all you've had me do so far is episodes, I'm quitting, I've got trouble with my girlfriend. And I was like, bro, you're a Thomas fan and you have a girlfriend. Why are you doing Thomas videos? Go spend time with your girlfriend. I have a question to ask you. Do you have a daughter?
I mean, my character has a daughter.
No, because I remember this one time I texted you and you said, sorry, I'm busy taking care of my daughter. I'm like, wait, you're a dad?
Don't worry, I know what you meant. And, I was referring to my character's daughter, Ari.
That's weird. What would you like refer to yourself as? Like if your character was like an arsonist. Sorry, I was busy burning down a building. Alright, I think I'm gonna go.
Alright, well, it was fun having you here.
It was good being here. I need to get sleep.
Alright, knock yourself out, but don't actually.
I will. Bye-bye.
Take care. All right, that was that was Purple Hoodie. As for that, I'm gonna have to ask Oval Frankie first if he is, because if he won't voice Henry, then I'll probably get Skylar to do it. And as for, I don't know if he did or not. All he just said was he was going through some personal stuff. That was mostly it. I don't know what he's doing now, but whatever it is, I hope that he's doing great. I don't know. Words can't even describe what I have for Benson. Believe me, Skylar won't refuse because, well, for starters, secondly, you spelled it wrong. Or no, I think who spelled it wrong? Was it me or... Give me 2 ticks of a whistle. Okay, yeah. First, you spelled his name wrong. It's with an E, not an A. And secondly, like, Skylar and I, we kind of have, like, this contract together where, as long as he's willing to join, just as long as I don't make Henry swear like at all. As for Emily, so I might either get my TikTok sister Angie. You've all probably met her before. My TikTok sister Angie, I probably might get her to retake her role as Emily in both movie and series. So we'll see where it goes from there. And I love it. But there's a catch. There is an absolute catch. I'm still thinking of calling it Enterprising Engines because one, Edward. Specifically, Edward's exploit. Show Booyah a Skadoosh. Who's Kim K? Wait, are we talking about like Friendship Bonds 2020 or something? Because that was a long time ago, and honestly, she like took too long. So I think you're referring to Benson. Yeah, I remember that. And we're definitely going to need a Rosie, so grazie. Oh, it's Gordon is voiced by Paul Vids. I'm surprised you caught on. Anyway, the reason why, I'm not going to get into detail because when we get to Emily's new coaches, you'll understand better. But does anyone remember episode 2? I said to Monica, better hope 18 doesn't hear that. She's the very protective type. That's why. Again, I'm not getting into too detail, but if you remember watching Emily's new coaches and you saw that Thomas was flying down the line, in our reality, sorry, that wasn't Thomas on his own, and that wasn't the trucks. 18 was purposely going to crash Emily because Sally Acorn is Emily's driver. So Top Hat calls me, asks, why did Thomas almost crash into Emily? Oh, no, I made that because I was depressed. Are we talking like my cast or... Because I don't know. Oh yeah, they're both in it. 18 and 17 are in it. 17 becomes 17 becomes protector of the of Henry's forest, right? Because he's a ranger. And yeah. Neat. You don't want me to answer that question because I will tell you this. I've had 2 heart attacks, and the second one, I wasn't so lucky. Doctor said if I kept it up, let's just say I wouldn't be here. So, yeah. Besides, calm yourself. We're doing a remaster. And this time, instead of it focusing directly on love, we're focusing it on the day of love. So, I win. Oh, relax, Bandit. I just said we're focusing on the day of Valentine's Day. Sounds so bad. Honestly, I don't know if he will or not. Because he's kind of just... He kind of is trying to focus on his stuff, and I want to respect him for that. Oh, that's right. I never explicitly mentioned years. It takes place 1950. There's your answer. It starts 1950, and I don't know exactly. Oh, hey, what's this? The very first episode, Thomas and Gordon. There's your answer. You know, I probably might, depending on who's here, because I can probably only have up to like 6 people. Like, I can probably bring some of the cast. I'm most likely going to bring Annie, Clarabelle, maybe Emily. I haven't really decided on who yet. I was gonna do something, but I forgot. No, you know what's crazy? I'm only admitting this now, so if you try to cancel me, it's not gonna work. I was actually the only person who actually thought Minecraft Story Mode was good. Okay? I'm admitting that. I thought it was good. The story itself made sense, and the fact that they even brought in celebrity Minecraft players, the Diamond Minecart, Stampy. How is it I was the only one that was actually kind of glad about it? I mean, granted, I didn't finish the game because I never had the chance to, but it was perfect. And then when people see the new Minecraft movie and they all say that Minecraft Story Mode was better, get out of here. Stop kidding yourself. You're only saying that the Minecraft Story Mode was good because the Minecraft movie looks creepy, which I personally liked it. I personally liked it where the Minecraft movie looked awesome. The one thing I wish it did, though, is at least make it more... Well, I guess it could be blocky, but they should have made it more of like an animation instead of... like, they should have just made it like somewhat like animation and not so much like try to add more textures. I think if that makes sense. I mean, yeah, granted, the mods themselves, they looked a little odd, but give it time. You'll soon start growing attached to them, like how everyone grew attached to the new Sonic the Hedgehog look. I was gonna say something, but I forgot. I mean, probably. We would probably do that. But the only thing is, though, like, we can't really do, like, movie nights on account that, let's face it, if we try to do the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, we're definitely getting shadow banned like that. So yeah. I mean, The Amazing World of Gumball was pretty good. Kind of wish it had more potential. I kind of feel like a lot of animation was kind of used. Because you have like 3 different types of animation, which is creepy. You have your regular 2D animation, you have your 3D animation, and then you had one of, I guess you would technically count puppetry. And Keanu Reeves voicing Shadow. I totally called it. He was actually in my top pickings. Like what is it? I either thought Keanu Reeves, Liam Neeson, or the original voice actors of Shadow the Hedgehog, David Humphrey, and Jason Griffith. Well, looks like we're almost out of time. So I'm picking up any final questions you guys have and or thoughts you liked about the audiobook. You know, weird enough, I'm looking at this one. There were actually rumors that they wanted Anakin Skywalker to be Shadow. What was his name? Christian Haydenson. No. I think I might have said the name right. I don't know, probably. But they wanted Christian Haydenson to be Shadow because of it, like how he did Anakin Skywalker long ago in episode 3. Ignoring that. I'm not gonna lie, it actually hurt knowing that Darth Vader or Mufasa, for all you Disney freaks out there, it kind of hurt knowing that Darth Vader was gone. Because I swear to you, Harrison Ford and even Mark Hamill posted on their Twitters and even lost my train of thought for a minute. But I felt bad. I felt sad knowing that that he was gone. Oh, it was Hayden Christensen. You know, now that I thought about it, Hayden Christensen, why did he get so much hate for being a character George Lucas had in mind? Someone explain that to me. Like, what is it? Hayden Christensen, he played Anakin Skywalker in episodes 2 and 3. Episode 3, like near the ending, he became evil. Now, here's what doesn't make sense. Why blame the actor for something that he was told by the producer, by the director to do? George Lucas literally told Hayden Christensen to act like that because eventually Anakin Skywalker was going to turn to the dark side. And it's just, he literally left the entire Star Wars community. It wasn't until like everyone started like now liking his acting for when he did the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, that now he's getting all the like now. So where was all that when he was doing Anakin in episode 3? Where was that? Exactly my point. Well, we're all out of time for today, kids, but remember, Lady made you awesome. And yeah, I was trying to do a VeggieTales thing, so goodbye!